The timing, it was there, and you just didn't press the button.
Fuck.
So you didn't have it in your hands.
Okay,
Well,
Banner.
I did press the button as you were complaining about me not pressing the button. So that's a pretty good way to start the recording. Hi, guys. It's me, Primigo. We got another installment of Omnimaw on the table, and we're moving into our fourth session here. By the way, since we forget to keep saying this, I certainly forget to keep saying this, if you are looking for these episodes 1 week early, you can get them access unlisted on YouTube through hanging out in our Discord server as a donor, or you can be in our donor chat in general, coffee.com/Sunscape Tabletop is a good place to go. All right, with all that said, we have some cool stuff ahead. The end of the last session, you guys decided to go for a long rest, as we remembered all together. And you're doing so in the midst of daylight, so when you wake, it will, of course, be night. A perfect setting for an evil campaign session, I'm sure. With all that in mind, you had just finished spending some time with Mintal, who is a sort of vaguely elfin individual. Clearly a little bit more going on there, but seems to be capable of manipulating a metalwork, a golem of sorts, and requested your assistance in clearing its deactivated form from the presence of ne'er-do-wells that sought to raid the things. That being said, he's a little quirky, but seems to be an ally for now, a trader of sorts that intends to sell his creations to the highest bidder in various towns, such as Barad-dûn, which happens to be where you're heading as well. And you also had, in the midst of everything, tried to charm a Skyiln, a reptilian humanoid that was part of the organization you were attacking. The man seemed to be docile and pliable, but wound up ghosting you, leaving you on red when he went into a cavern to figure out where other passageways were into the hideout of this group. However, that's where you guys basically found yourselves. Looking now at where we are in terms of the plan to long rest, there was some talk of potentially getting up on the ledge. And if everybody can just tell me when their loading bar goes away, I can bring you guys into the map.
Pretty sure I'm loaded.
Yeah, if you don't see a loading bar in the top, that means you're loaded.
Or it means you never loaded.
99%.
I am.
All right. Waiting on Shambler then.
I have a load.
All right. You got it, Squelch. We are currently located, by the way, out of curiosity, if anybody's wondering, in Caramond, a mountain range in between Barad-dûn and Inalance. It is a place where there's certainly quite a bit of hubbub every now and then, but you would be surprised how frequently members of Inalance try to navigate through this place so that they can access some of the other settlements. To the south is a little bit more hostile than it used to be, but once upon a time it was a bit nicer. How we doing on the load, Shambler?
Still 99.
Okay. Yeah, that last percentage
still
point can
kinda
be
fun.
a tricky, fickle thing. Oh, I should mention that you guys did run into a pair of horses, and in the process of taking a look at some of their contents, you found some potions and you found some coin, and otherwise ended up vacating them, the empty saddlebags afterwards, throwing them down rivers so that they appeared looted by other hands before returning to the trader.
Hell yeah.
Good move.
Okay.
Holy shit. This thing is still going.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, 100. 100, baby.
Is it gone?
It's gone now.
Okay.
Yep, we're good.
Perfect. And we'll get everybody into the same location. So, as you guys probably are already aware, the ledge does provide you a little bit of an alcove and outlook over the overall scene of the battle that you had just taken place. And at the same time, Mintal will not be able to bring his enormous golem up the ramp, so up the small wooden ladder. So there's some considerations there, but I'm guessing this would be an opportunity for Vraxis, for example, since it was Shambler's thought. I'm figuring it makes sense to speak up and say something about where to take a rest.
It's not in character for Vraxis to think about such things.
Oh, okay, interesting. Well, Selkor is already up there, so maybe he wants to say something about it. But Selkor, I did already describe before the end of the last session that you arise up to the higher ground, and you find yourself looking at a very empty cave with nobody there. I think you and Theron had exchanged a message about that, talking about how he may have betrayed you.
Yes, I did mention that. I forget what he responded with.
I also forget what I responded with.
Pretty sure it was just something along the lines of, you might have to deal with him later, kind of thing. Like, if he.
Yeah, I don't remember it being very important.
It wasn't like, now we're going to plan our next move around this guy. It was just like, an appropriate response, but one that also dismisses the significance of one ruffian on the road.
Hell yeah. All right, so I guess in response to that, Selkor will again mention Theron and say, firework, and say, perhaps we should rest up here. Cavern gives us some guard.
And that's a message, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Theron will reply a message and say, "It seems suitable, brother. We will be able to watch the entrance for any who follow up."
I'm sorry, I'm trying to wait for my fireworks tent. It's not going very well.
Yeah, it's 4th of July as we record this, so it will definitely be fireworked. What's Vraxis doing as he scales the wall? Just practicing his platforming?
Yeah, he's sort of looking around, bored, out of his mind. He's sort of already gotten all that he can out of Mintal, peacefully at least. And the column he's analyzed as much as he can, so he's just sort of wandering around, and he sees this. He climbed to this like sort of cliff edge area, like this sort of cliff area here.
It's a little bit steep. If you were trying to do that, it would probably require you to, maybe embed a weapon into the rock in just the right angle or something. Leave it behind as a little bit of a climbing gear. It depends on if Vraxis feels like expending a use of something like that, but makeshift climbing gear is a possibility.
Vraxis will. I mean, I don't even really have much to use that makes sense. I don't have any. I guess the short sword can go.
Yeah, I was thinking it would probably have to be that or the long sword, and the long sword's pretty good for a weapon. So short sword, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you could argue it could work.
Vraxis will embed the short sword.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, why don't you give me acrobatics with advantage? That's just going to determine how epic it is as you use lethally, use right. You lethally use one arm to leap above. Oh, I should stream the stream POV to you guys too, the recording. That way you guys can check it out. See what Vraxis is seeing since he's very far away from the rest of the party.
Can you see over here?
Not very easily. Hold on. As you may have imagined, I did not imagine someone would take this particular approach. So
Yeah, you got your first chaotic character on your hands.
no, not first.
That's not true.
Definitely not
Oh
first.
yeah, no, never mind, never mind. Yeah, you have Aaron asks before.
Yeah, he just climbs on the ceiling, and I made a dungeon. that was a mix.
Oh yeah, you made a dungeon, bro.
All right, let's see if that works.
And they made a firework.
No, looks like it has to be the other way.
They made a mini
The
firework.
Mafia's coming to the collection there.
This is really obnoxious.
It is. I did consider, just based on that alone, we might want to, consider rescheduling to tomorrow. But obviously, tomorrow's time availability is really whack. So
Oh, I'm actually off in the next couple of
Ooh.
weeks, so my schedule is basically open.
I would still rather do it today.
yeah,
Is that a man I see?
that is a man you see.
Wait, someone's manning?
All right. Does Vraxis recognize any of the equipment he's carrying, like a certain bow?
There's a scimitar and what appears to be a light crossbow holstered on the back.
Okay. Vraxis. How do I cowabunga on this man?
Especially
Alright, Vraxis
since you
will
have
crouch
1
down.
HP. How do you go?
Yeah. Vraxis will crouch down and try to stealth himself.
Okay. Are you doing that right where
Oh,
you
this
are?
guy's gonna do something stupid.
Are there any large boulders around?
Well, what you're looking at, just to describe the scene as you come upon it, is you are up a very high distance, maybe something like 40 feet up. And as you look down, you see the remnants of a collapsed pillar that once supported more great architecture, like the archway that has the waterfall and river, running through it, flowing through it. The man that you do set your sights on has both a melee and a ranged weapon. His sword holstered and his crossbow stowed. He seems to be mostly calm for now. But he is standing atop a few rocks at the edge of a little precarious perch if he were to go a few feet further south. And he's looking around mostly on his height level, not really considering an angle from above. But it's very clear based on his reactions to things that there's sort of an overlook, that this rock that you're above, there's something that is beneath it. A layer from which he might be able to walk on, maybe able to travel back into some sort of cavern interior. You get the sense that maybe he's even making eye contact, occasionally nodding towards another figure or presence inside the overlook, or beneath the overlook.
Okay. How big is this overlook?
Well, the rocks
This
themselves are
entrance
about...
specifically.
Oh, okay. That one, it's probably, enough for one humanoid figure to comfortably fit inside at any given time. But there's a bigger one, I guess I'll say right about here. He seems to be nodding towards and facing towards. That's a
there's
little
an
bit
entrance.
wider. Yeah.
I can't hear anything from them, right?
No, they're not really talking. The guy that you're looking at isn't even moving his lips necessarily. He might seem a bit nervous, but there's only so much read you can have from the range that you're at.
All right. What's the largest boulder I can find?
Probably maybe the size of your torso as far as larger rocks are concerned that look like you could pick up and throw. The boulders that are actually dislodged or perhaps movable are they're a little bit further up, and especially in your current condition, it'll be a difficult attempt to try to move them in any capacity.
I don't think I can cowabunga him. even with the health pot. Oh, he's moving though. He's a mover. He's a shaker. Okay. Praxis has some melee weapons. Has a potion of healing. He has ball bearing. And he has rocks. Is there any sort of is there any sort of way Praxis could cause like an avalanche to collapse that entrance?
There's not really any conveniently placed rocks to do something like that in. Probably the best you'd be able to hope for is that you could try to discreetly pile a bunch of rocks over there and then tip them over all at once. But the odds of doing anything other than frustrating, well, I guess it could be possible, but you'd also have to watch out for what if, the rocks end up betraying your position. Of course, the humanoids being on the move doesn't help your situation much, as they're starting to look around and, consider their surroundings. This one down here that you can see anyway.
Praxis will try his best to quietly pile rocks right here, so that once he has enough, he can push them all over at once and cause a bit of havoc.
So that's what you're going to start doing, is piling them in?
Piling rocks.
All right.
Stealthily piling rocks.
Stealthily piling rocks. All right, give me a stealth check while you do that. And while Vraxis does indeed do that, can we...
I am stealth piler.
Stealth Rockman is busy with his work, but we can sync back with the rest of the group for a moment. Selkor, you were going to respond a little bit more to what Theron had to say, but then you were getting fireworked. Do you have the ability to respond now?
Yeah, what did Theron say?
Theron, can you refresh your brother in what you said in response to the... Oh yeah, I think it was just something along the lines of it would be a great spot to watch for potential threats returning to the area, like patrols and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a defensible position that we could rest in case anybody else shows up.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get fireworked. It wasn't happening until literally right now.
I know, yeah. All your time got used for rocks.
Yeah. For fire rocks.
Yeah, firework, rock,
He needed to become a Pokemon and use stealth.
He'll message back Theron and say... Actually, he won't message back Theron. He'll start his way back down the mountain.
Okay.
And then he'll say aloud, "Squelch, are you done eating?"
Let me... Yeah, I have Squelch on. Squelch is full.
He'll look at the other two and say, "Well, that's a first." Oh my goodness.
He'll be executed immediately for this incident.
Okay, so
Let a gun and blew his head off.
Yeah.
okay, Squelch.
Yeah, Squelch.
Oh my fucking god!
No, he left the voice spot on, so he's Squelch laughing at you.
Yeah.
He'll say, "Okay, Squelch, in the bag then. We must rest. Theron, I'm going to set up there. Let me know when you're done with him."
Theron will nod.
Rest.
Yeah, rest.
Give the fireworks a rest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll bring Squelch up the ladder.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so that leaves us with Theron and Mintal, who looks over towards you as he, turns away from his golem for a moment. I should mention there's simply no way this creation of mine will clamber up a wooden ladder. We will have to keep watch for it as well, and make certain that it does not act as a lure to any more interlopers.
But perhaps a lure is exactly what we need. I think with my group being well positioned, that anyone who comes in seeking your artifice would be easily felled by us.
You can tell that by the scowl on Mintal's face that he's not exactly pleased with this idea. Maybe not super comfortable with having his already endangered work used as a lure, but he does let out a compliant sigh, and he seems to look around for a moment to collect his bearings and says, I can trust you to keep me safe, is that it? Perhaps we leave my armor here, just as insurance.
Well, don't get me wrong. I see that it bothers you a bit. It could be profitable for us both. And fear not, we would not wait for someone to disassemble your creation before we started putting them to rest.
Very well. In that case, I shall have my armor stand watch over in the cavern up there, unless you have a better idea.
Whatever makes you comfortable is fine. My brother and I don't need to rest much, as we are elven in nature. And, well, I can't speak for the somewhat undead one yet, but I have a feeling he doesn't sleep much either.
It pays to have those tied to your purse strings. Somewhat undead one, yeah.
What of you, my friend? Are you the spellcasting type? Have you anything perhaps for a trade or sale?
I have been known to collect the written word of the arcane once in a while, but I'm afraid I don't typically travel with such delights. If you're interested in spellcraft, perhaps I could throw that in with your payment upon arrival.
Well, perhaps to solidify our acquaintance, I shall have you know that I am a wizard, and if there's anything you can do to add to my repertoire, I would be much obliged.
A fair trade. I don't usually truck in direct magic, but a personal collection can grow and shrink as time goes on, and if it's in hands that will be adept with it, I won't mind handing you some of that in lieu of a piece of coin.
I've also spent quite a few years at university, and I am quite the note-taker. Perhaps if even I could borrow a tome or a scroll, I could copy it with the right materials, and you would not be any fewer of your collection.
Oh, the better then. I will supply you with the materials and the notes to copy from. You can handle the rest, I trust.
Indeed.
All right. I do have to BRB. I'll be as quick as I can be. Ladies and gentlemen, Apologies for that interruption in the recording, but we are back with what is supposed to be our fourth session here of Omnimaw. And it's actually 1 week later, if you can believe it, because the interruption that I had lasted long enough that it meant that we could not continue the session on that day. And we could not do a makeup earlier. However, it is Friday instead of Saturday. So we are still handling it on a different day, 1 day earlier than we thought we would be meeting for another round. That being said, I can just briefly recap everything that happened almost 1 week ago today, which is there was discussion between Theron and Mintal about potential magic-based arcane rewards for Theron, and adding to his spell book in that. Once the delivery to Barad-dûn was complete, and furthermore, there was the conversation about whether or not the the watch point up top the mountain there, the hill, would be a good good candidate versus leaving somebody here to tend to the golem if it is assailed in the night or something like that. Obviously, the horses have yet to be discussed, but presumably someone would be bedding them down, or if you guys are just going to leave them, then that's also fine. But that's something that we hadn't quite gotten to. Of course, prior to that, we had Vraxis slink off further down to go entertain himself in quite far below the rest of the party, towards the edge of the southern edge of the area here. So we will be looking at that in a moment, I'm sure. I'll go ahead and pop the stream on so you guys can see the same POV that the viewers see, if you guys need to be watching any developments of other party members live. But with Mintal having agreed to give you those goods, Theron, is there anything in particular that you were going to give him further confidence in or further discussion in? I think you guys were basically wrapping up on that point, but if you thought of anything in the interim, feel free to jump in with that. And while we're waiting for Three Crow to respond to that, I will.
So, unless he has anything else to say, I guess Theron will say, "We shall prepare for our rest. If there's anything you need, let me know."
Mintal will give you a nod and then turn to collect some of his items, presumably before joining you up top, as had been discussed. And probably a good time to check in with Selkor and Squelch about what they're thinking. Or I don't think we had identified whether Squelch was particularly interested in getting out of the bag at this point, but he's probably, getting ready for a slumber of sorts, right? Since he does sleep after eating everything. So, if you two have anything to say about your current condition, feel free.
Yeah, I think when we last time Selkor got Squelch, and we came up here, and Selkor said that he was going to start making his little meditation spot, and Squelch was in the bag doing his own thing. So, yeah, I'm good if Squelch wants to talk about what his preparation looks like. That would be kind of.
That would be kind of. Even my microphone agrees.
It is buzzing quite a bit.
Yeah, I just had to unmute it, and every time I touch it, it goes.
Oh, Balethal, what's Squelch doing?
What does
What
Squelch
is
do
Squelch
for sleep? That's a good question. How does he get ready for bed?
He goes into bag.
And he just finds a spot in it?
Yep.
And he just... Does he make a nest? Does he...
What
He
does the bag
probably
do for
finds
him?
a hole. Probably
Hmm.
likes being in holes, I would guess.
Any like crevices or cracks
Yeah.
in stone?
That he can
anything
seep
that?
into. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then not be seen.
Right. So if anyone were to somehow enter the bag, just look into it, look within it, it would be
It would be
pretty
rather
spooky.
difficult to spot him, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell anything was in there other than whatever it looks like. Okay, so you're finding yourself some crevices to enjoy and seep into to be almost unseen, and
Right.
then you slumber. I wonder if we should have any thoughts about how, like, would the uh, plasmoids, as they are, would they be considered um, when they're sleeping? Would they be? Thanks for pulling me halfway across the screen, Shambler. Really appreciate that for your shit post. Um, yeah. So when we're thinking about it from, like, the idea of how it works plasmoid wise,
Mhm.
should they be like would they enjoy splitting their form a little bit? It's like all their composite parts split up to go sleep separately, or do they have some composite parts that stick together? Or, like, I wonder about how that would
Mm.
work. Does it stay in one corporeal form, one composite form?
I think we had already established that he can split off parts.
Right.
I assume that there's a limit to that. You can't just split into like millions of little droplets.
Yeah, it probably takes effort to do so, in which case it would
Right.
probably be better to stay mostly whole than mostly connected.
Right.
Like,
I think that's probably the case. While he's asleep, he'd want to stay mostly as one piece.
right.
But he could, if he needed to, probably split apart, but there would be a limit to how much he could do that.
It's one of the reasons why he needs to eat so much, because anytime he splits a piece off, it's like all the food that went into that piece doesn't get reunited with the rest of the composite.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
If it doesn't return, yeah.
right, yeah. Like, maybe that piece that split off could then last for a lot longer, but it's taking away food supply from the rest of the composite host or whatever. So, interesting. All right, well, that seems to be what's happening there. And then we've accounted for Mintal and Theron going to be navigating towards the high ground here, presumably. And finding their own spot. At least the Mintal in his animated armor will. And then beyond that, I guess we just check back in with Raxus. Shamble, you're probably gonna want to summarize some of the actions that you took before we even started recording with your legendary intelligence roll.
So, well, Vraxus was stealthily stacking those rocks with a 21 stealth check.
Yeah.
He was going over it, and and he started to think. Started to think about things that weren't fighting. Why is he stacking rocks? What is Mylar's will? What was this really worth his time? And as he's thinking, he glances down and completely loses all track of thought. It's just a train wreck. He thinks that he sees a symbol of Mylar in the bloodstain on his clothes. And so he drops his task of stacking the rocks, and it's like, no. Now, right now, it is the time. It's time to get artistic, boys. But what does he paint with? I mean, how can he be artistic? He has no utensils, he has no he has nothing. Well, he has Mylar's crayon of his own blood. So, in a brilliant idea, brilliant -1 idea, he drinks the health potion that he extorted from Selkor earlier and heals for 3 points of damage, because that's 3. And then immediately cuts into his side so that he may use his natural gifts to bring more of Mylar into the world, both in the sense of bloodshed, but also on the canvas of stone. And so with his pile of rocks before him, his well of artistic supplies now oozing just all over himself, Praxis will begin to finger paint the symbol of Mylar, whatever that is. He got a 13. How does he do, DM?
I think he probably does good enough in his state, and especially considering he's like almost dead, and he had a -1 int check. So, however psychologically damaging that is for a longer lasting environment, probably he's going to be thinking about this for like, oh yeah, that's great, and it's not that, even in a sober mind, you'd look at it and be like, yeah, okay, that's legible.
All right. So with his rocks painted, Vraxis will again glance down stealthily, right, to look at his subjects now. Can he push the rocks successfully onto this man?
So if you do it stealthily, right? That's the question, because you kind of need to do it all at once for the brute impact of it if you want to incur total death. So, or at least do a lot of damage to the guy. So that's the question there. Are you looking to do it all at once, or do you want to like continue to bide your time and slowly push all of the huge stack forward without dropping any telltale wise?
So Vraxis would like to push the rocks over in a sudden manner, but in such a way, maneuvering his body in such a way that it looks like the rocks just sort of did it on their own, which is going to add to the supernatural factor, right? That these are rocks with demonic symbols just killing your buddy and you don't see them drop. Right?
That is pretty good, to be fair.
That's
if they can
what
even
Vraxis
recognize the demonic symbol. I guess that'll probably be enough that it's painted in blood, so.
Yeah, it's fucking it's creepy. It's a demon lord symbol. I'm sure it's just unsettling to look at the beginning.
Yeah. If it's drawn correctly, it's probably got some magic in it just by virtue of being a symbol of the demon lord, so the fate lord.
Yeah. So Vraxis is going to shove these rocks very quickly, but he's going to try and then burst away from the edge as quickly as possible so that no one can see that it was him. It just looks like fate decided to smite them.
Okay. Well, give me just a straight up athletics check then. That's what we'll do.
Okay. That is a 15.
Now here I notice it on your skill set, it doesn't actually say that they are expertise. Did you
That's
intend for them to be?
I would have to deduct 2 every time I do that. I just wanted the roll.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's that weird like limitation to the foundry handling. Okay. All right, as long as you can remember it then. Okay, so the rocks surge forward and topple over. You do your best to make it so that they appear as if the winds of this place had chucked them off of the rock. And upon like the first, you hear like for a very short-lived yelp of fear, of pain, of surprise, all three. Let's see. Oh shit.
He's nasty.
Dude, that's crazy.
Quick, someone loan me an inspiration.
No.
All right, well, give me a 2D. Let me think about this. Give me a 2D8 for your damage roll here. Roll 2D8.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. So that's gonna miss him, but deal some damage, of course. So that'll be what? That'll be 8 damage rounded up.
Thanks, Alexander.
Thanks, Alexander. So there's some cries of pain as the man attempts to leap out, but some lucky strikes or not, hit very quickly, and there's commotion as multiple footfalls rush over towards the man to try to assess the situation. You hear panicked speech and the movement of some of the rocks as your prey has not been extinguished, but certainly quite mauled by your efforts.
What kind of language is it?
It's common, but it's mostly just a lot of shouting and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's not very much intelligible speech. Cries of pain. What happened? Are you all right? Stuff like that. Just nothing too enlightening or informative.
All right. Do the rocks count as a fresh weapon?
Didn't we figure out that like improvised weapons don't do that or something? Or no, it was
Okay.
natural weapons, right?
Yeah,
So,
natural weapon.
Natural weapons don't, but improvised were supposed to. A few. I can't remember my ruling on improvised weapons right now.
I
We'll
think
say
last session. I think the last session we had improvised weapons count because
Yeah.
he like threw somebody at another person and you counted it.
Oh yeah,
No, that wasn't it. It was a torch.
he threw the item, the torch to burn the orc or whatever. So yeah, roasted the orc for squelch. All right, yeah, that's fine then. Sure.
Okay. Well, with that done, Praxis will take advantage of the chaos from a new position, throw the great axe of smiting at this humanoid.
I'm trying to think how this will work exactly. But all right, let's do it. Let's do your roll.
All right. So I have 1 momentum from the rocks being a fresh weapon, so it's +2, +1 from a successful attack for my rage bonus.
Well, aren't you also like? Let's see here. Oh, yeah, bloody just grants it to other people. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
All right,
So
go for it.
Casper is also angry. That's a 26. That's 9.
After all the hubbub, you finally see the scant looks of another individual, another humanoid, rushing towards the situation to figure things out, maybe help the man up, only for a great axe to cleave him and impale him into the ground with its blade. There's quite a bit of shock, but the humanoid almost immediately turns around and notches, sort of deploys their bow and arrow. You may have limited time here, Vraxis.
Praxis runs from the cliff's edge immediately, laughing maniacally as he does so.
The rumble of the stones echoed to the rest of the party, and the maniacal laughter that soon follows is sure to inform you of precisely what may have happened.
He scampers down the way he came.
You return to a place where it seems everyone has gone from your immediate vision, with only the golem and the horses that remain on your level. Does anybody care to say anything down to Vraxis as he's maniacally laughing and then scampering down a hill?
Selkor's already meditating.
I can't even see him, so
You see Praxis scale down this cliff,
No, I don't.
Hold on, I'm
you're
fixing
in,
that
you're in
part.
the
The
fog
wall.
of war, dude.
jump back
There
off
you
the
go.
wall.
Should be visible now.
Oh, now I can see him.
Okay, I don't see that. So Theron, I mean, I like Cullen sees that, but Selkor does.
Yeah, Selkor's busy, so Theron would have maybe been drawn to it since Selkor's already meditating.
Yeah, Theron will walk over to the cliff's edge. He'll call down and say, "What are you doing? Get up here and come to camp."
Hunting, I said.
Hunting wounds,
Another
it seems.
bleed on the rocks.
What?
Theron says, hunting wounds, it seems, as he looks at you in your 1 HP form.
Extremely wounded.
Beth and I dance hand in hand. And I brought her a new partner today.
He nonetheless jogs over.
I'm afraid he couldn't keep up, though.
Don't go dying on us yet. We will have need of your services.
Keep watch on the rocks. If I could scale them, someone of suitable. If I could scale them in my current state, some of the lesser mortals may be able to do so as well.
You want me to watch the rocks?
Or the hunger.
Theron summons his unseen servant. Go and watch the rocks. Theron will gesture south at the unseen servant, which has no eyes.
That's excellent. I tried to summon the thing for you, but it's invisible. So that's a really funny bit.
Nobody
can
can
see
see it, even the DM.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, I could see that I had a token that I could delete, which I did, but it's really funny. It's literally unseen.
The arcane servant will take care of it. Meanwhile, I must rest.
So be it.
Praxis moves over next to the iron armor, the rest.
Yeah, the animated armor thing.
He stakes his sword into the ground in front of him, sits in a cross-legged position, and rests his head ever so slightly upon the blade's edge before closing his eyes and meditating.
So it seems like this is a good time as any to advance with you guys all hitting that long rest button. Of course, I just need to,
Is new day?
No, it is not the new day.
Not that it matters for any of our abilities, but
Yeah.
I'm always curious.
No, you guys are even so the darker tone to the map from when you first found it was actually supposed to be there. I set it to that thinking, oh yeah, they're just gonna long rest, and then you guys
Yep.
didn't just long rest. So this is actually the tone of the day now. So
Good
it is
luck.
nice.
You guys is doing a lot of work here.
Yeah, you guys. Here, let's see if I can.
That's 3 hit points, by the way.
That's all you got.
Oh, it was what Squash got.
Oh,
That's all I needed.
yeah, he recovered his maximum available.
I get to eat people, bro.
There you go. It's a little darker.
I like to think that when it's Salcor's turn to take watch or whatever, he'll spend some time researching the bag.
Studying it, yeah.
Yeah. And some of his meditation time will be spent on the bag. Or the inhabitant. I don't know. One of the two.
All right, so Theron, during your time meditating at the entrance to this cavern, there is, at some point a disturbance that temporarily interrupts your meditations. You will, for a moment, blink and see your eyes come face to face with a small dog. It's looking a rather worse for wear and very hungry, and maybe not so friendly.
Theron is at first a bit surprised, but then he looks upon the creature with some pity. Well, well. What of it then? Have you come to feast upon my flesh, or have you come seeking aid?
The jackal bares its teeth at you and gives you a good "Arf!" showing hostility.
Theron will take... If I can find it. Oh, well. Apparently I didn't start with any rations.
Oh,
Bone. Did you start with a backpack?
Yeah, I started with 2 pouches, and they both have the same things in them, and none of them are food.
oh yeah, the scholar's pack doesn't come with rations? That's really funny. Well, obviously rations would be
Yeah, but I
included, sure.
meditated.
So
Hey, now I have some rations. Thanks, DM.
Thanks, God.
surely you would have some. Come on. That's just
No, that was so in character. The
Why
scholar
did,
who
why did I just get moved?
you got control Z'd, buddy.
doesn't pack food.
Yeah, Cellcore had the rations. That kind of does explain it then, but
Yeah, he
I had the Dungeoneers pack, clearly.
yeah.
whenever Theron gets hungry, he switches the absent space in Theron's stomach with the ration.
Pretty good.
No, I can't see that.
All right,
It wouldn't
Theron
really
will,
matter for Vraxis though.
Theron will break off half of a piece of hardtack and toss it at the ground in front of the jackal.
The jackal devours it and immediately runs.
Well, perhaps I'm not as bad with the wildlife as I once thought.
It seems after that your rest will be uninterrupted for the rest of the evening, or afternoon as it is.
Do we awaken?
Let's see here. Squelch,
Yes.
while you are slumbering within your bag, there is an immense, sort of like gripping dream. It's hard to call it exactly a nightmare because it's more of a vision than anything. This impossibly smooth feminine voice wrinkles its way into every crevice of your bag, every hole you might have hidden in, and crawls its way into your psyche with unimaginable allure, conjures up the form of a rather large, bulky, muscle-bound humanoid. Yet, for scale, you see a depiction of yourself, and you are dwarfed by this humanoid. This is truly some sort of giant. And that voice that speaks these things into existence in descriptions to conjure it within your mind, that voice demands you feast. So there you go.
Feast.
You must feast.
I must feast.
God damn it.
Wells is gonna immediately be like violently shaking the bag
In his sleep.
in
Yeah,
his sleep.
yeah. It's like when dogs start running in their sleep or something.
Does this stir me from my meditation? If not for a moment.
I like to think the answer is yes, but I also want Squelch to roll an athletics check.
Oh, okay. We'll see how much he can violently shake a bag.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's see.
Advantage because food.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that
I'm-
wakes you up, Selkor. It might wake up like let's see, he's with Selkor, obviously, not Raxus.
Yeah.
Doesn't wake anybody else up. I think
I-
it wakes
I-
Selkor up
uh,
first, and it depends on what Selkor does after that. How quickly?
Yeah, so the bag's shaking.
Mhm.
Selkor will probably just smirk at it and be like, thinking to himself how the primal hunger is never satiated. And he will drop a meat ration into the bag.
Oh shit! I bet the feast actually does help too. I bet that kind of like calms him down a little. What do you think?
I think the bag will immediately stop thrashing, and then and instead you now hear like gurgling and like bubbles popping as Squelch immediately begins consuming the meat. But he doesn't say anything. He's just consuming the meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Eating in his sleep.
Sleep eating. I mean, if there was someone in the party who was going to sleep eat, I mean, of course it's Squelch.
Yeah.
Better hope the other party members don't sleep in.
I like to think that it's like I like to think that Squelch will wake up and be like, "Oh, I slept 8 again."
No. Squelch. So Squelch does wake up, and he says, "This is the promised feast from Giant Lady." And then he'll go back to sleep.
Perfect. Well, unless anybody has a reaction to such an action.
I don't know if that would wake anybody up.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's pretty good.
This will probably be what prompts Selkor to meditate more on the inhabitant than the bag itself.
Ah, yeah. Okay. All right. You all come to. It is dark and without the light of the sun to guide you, it will be a bit harder to take into account the surroundings. Torchlights flicker in the far distance of your destination to the south, but they're not close enough to guarantee safety or even illuminate the any of your surroundings. I don't believe any of you have dark vision. That might be.
Uh,
Thought elves do.
technically,
And the
I
Squelch has
have,
blind sight.
yeah, sleep sight. It's is it Tremor Sense? So
Yeah, you have tremor sense. Oh yeah, and Vraxis has 30 feet of dark vision. For being,
holy shit.
oh yeah, because it's Dampier.
Yeah, being a damper. All right, that's fine. All right. So with that said, who is first to rise and begin rousing their compatriots? Not Shambler, because he just got disconnected from Foundry. Oh,
I think I think Selkor would be first up because he was first down. I don't think he would necessarily rise anyone, though. He'd probably begin a morning routine of some such. Observing the plane and whether or not it has changed while he's been here.
yeah. Obviously,
And
the dim
taking
light.
Squelch with him.
Right. Oh yeah. Here, let me attach you too. Go. Should be good.
That's not 3.
3?
I don't know. Shambling.
He might have had an internet issue.
I think he did.
Hello.
Hi.
You.
Back. My internet got owned.
Yeah,
What
that's
happened?
what we thought. I was just figuring out who was the first to rise from their slumber, and Salcor said he was just gonna observe the area. So he rose up first. I'm guessing after that, Theron and Vraxis would probably awaken at similar times. Squelch, I think, is gonna technically be. Oh no, never mind. You guys waited the whole time. So. All good.
Braxis gets up, picks up his sword, and he looks closely at Mintal, trying to figure out what the hell he is.
Well, you can
He's
give me a
Mintal.
nature check.
You sure about that one?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think about what else you would do. It wouldn't be history because you're too.
You suck. That's 3.
That's 3.
That's 3, dude.
What am I convinced that he is, DM?
You're convinced that he's a Mintal.
Let me see.
He's looking through his compendium right now.
Yeah. How'd you know? Okay, 14. Let's see here. Where's my. You're pretty sure that he is part Fojog.
And what exactly does Braxis know about Fojog?
Yeah, I was gonna say what is a Fojog to Praxis?
Yeah, that's actually. I guess that's the problem. Hold on, let me correct that for the time. You're pretty sure he's part Gripply, which is now very dated term for Frogman.
Is Mintal awake?
He's seems conscious and is rising, and as you study him.
I did not expect your people to master golems, even in this far future.
What race was traditionally associated with automatons during Vraxis's time?
Yeah, if it wasn't elves, it was dwarves, or it was like some of the worst things to encounter down in the deep, so to speak. Maybe some of the underwater species and underwater kingdoms, aquatic kingdoms, but Certainly not in the frog variety. Not amphibious. You'd have to be fully underwater and for pretty deep down, pretty abyssal in order to be messing around with golems.
For the lesser swamplings to attain such mastery, where only the Sylvan and Smithics dare tread. Truly admirable.
I don't know what you have me confused with, but I have never seen a swamp. Well, I guess besides the small bog by Innerlands, I suppose. Only from a distance, however.
Astounding. What mixtures must have taken place over the eons for you to abandon your ancestral homelands?
Mintal will begin looking around for any other humanoids who might be able to assist.
Tell me, is your lot all like you, or are there champions that have also come as subspecies over time, since my sleep?
How long did you say you were asleep again?
How old are you?
It's a good response.
70.
Yes, yes. Many, many times that.
Hmm. Well, I don't know any goblinoids that wound their way into a swampland, so I still do not know of what you speak of.
Did goblins exist at that time?
No. I mean, you heard somebody reference goblin in accordance with the tiny green brown thing that was within the area within your first skirmish here by this rock. So you'll be familiar with it from that context, but that's probably just in passing, right? It's probably pretty hard to figure that out.
That sounds like a history check to me. Holy shit, he does remember.
Yeah.
Goblinoid. Goblin. Not grip. Okay.
He looks towards the cliff.
Ah, goblin. Goblin. Yes, you share blood with the small brown creature. The paste.
Only partially. My other half comes from the elves.
And goblins are the descendants of griplings, yes?
That is beyond my comprehension.
Selkor will send Theron a message saying, "Please help your friend."
As you look over to Theron, you'll see him rather engrossed with the tome, still sitting at the mouth of the cave, and he'll look up to you and respond, "Is our friend causing trouble, brother?"
Our friend, yes, your friend is in trouble in a philosophical sense.
Theron will clasp the tome shut, tuck it away, and then step out. And he'll call to Vraxis and say,
I'd like to say, as he closes the book and like makes it clear that he's going to actually handle the situation, Selkor will message Theron saying, "Oh, thank the gods! I despise that one."
And as you're interrupting, you'll just hear Vraxis say,
You know, the pitmasters tell me that I have sylvan blood as well. Among other things.
Vraxis smiles as he motions to his very demonic features.
"Do not torment the old man so much, brother. After all, he could be useful to us."
What does Vraxis say in response to that?
What does he say to that? Is he sadistic?
Do you feel in charge? I will speak to whom I please, how I please, Theron.
You'll see a smug grin from Theron as you say that. Won't you be just a little more kind to a friend,
Oh
brother?
shit! You have to start seeing Theron's, reason and
It feels the same as it was charm.
friendly acquaintance.
Friendly acquaintance. So what did you say, Aaron?
Basically, like, treat him with a little more kindness.
What? What is kindness?
Shambler has officially gotten to the point where his character needs to roll to understand the concept of kindness. God damn it.
Praxis will look at Mintal, look at Theron, look at Mintal again, look at Theron. Just an absolutely baffled expression on his face as he says,
It was a kindness to speak to a Gripling in the first place. In my time, they would do far worse to such creatures on sight.
Theron will say, "And that, my friend, is why you have risen above them. You are not just cool, you are correct. Why waste your strength, your efforts, upon those who are undeserving?"
Yes. There's at least one candidate among that rabble that may be worth the effort. No need to distract myself with frogmen.
Praxis,
As you walk away, Theron will look back towards Menthol and give him a wink.
.1 hour. Okay.
Does my 11 get me anything?
Your 11 tells you that there's been an awful lot of fallen rocks inside the cavern and making the terrain somewhat difficult to navigate by typical hands. It's not clear if this is done through sabotage, deliberate, or if it's just a natural course of weather, but these rocks weren't there in the initial, when you first settled here. So this happened during your rest at some point.
Are these the blood rocks?
Salkar didn't investigate them for blood. He just investigated what was happening in here.
I think blood rocks would stand out.
Well, that's a 3. So.
Rip. Are you proficient in perception?
I fucking pushed to talk to myself. I am proficient in perception. Are there any meaningful markings on the rocks?
The rocks are mostly the rocks mostly appear to be unremarkable, though some do have some dried viscera upon them, and one stands out as holding a strange symbol, one that unsettles the viewer. Seems to have been written in now dried blood.
Anyone care to explain this? They'll say without looking back.
Texas does not care to explain. Unless Theron chimes in, I guess, because charm.
I can't believe he dropped a level 1 spell on you. Level 1 spell.
Brother, do you recognize this marking?
Theron will looked intrigued and step over to investigate the marking. What is it, brother? Show me.
He will show him the bloody rock.
As it comes into better light, Selkor, you'll feel like the symbol is familiar. Theron, your knowledge would have told you it enough alone, but your recent familiarity tells you everything. You need to know this rock has been provided the symbol of Mylar.
As Theron is looking over the rock, like as he's handing it to him, Selkor will look to Vraxis, noting the final silence that has occurred, and he'll say, "You're awfully quiet." I don't know if charm is. Sorry, go ahead.
You said you're awfully quiet?
Yeah.
I am looking for signs of my quarry.
Is that a rock joke?
I find signs of my prey.
You find the humor in that joke.
I'm afraid he doesn't, actually.
Oh, shit. Vraxis, the only thing your eyes fixate upon are the rocks that you yourself stacked, now come to gather here at a strange location relative to where they were.
Vraxis will mutter,
Awfully brave to handle Mylar's handiwork so.
that's all.
Well, if it means anything, it sounds like we should be going that way. And he'll point to the other end of the cave.
Well, as a
There is
reminder,
an
the
exit
cave.
here.
As a reminder to you all, the cave is supposed to be a interlocking series of potential ambushes by whatever ne'er-do-wells are settled in this location. So that was information everybody was given. But if you do decide to go through the cave, despite this information, I'm just saying it because somebody would probably bring it up.
Given that information, Vraxis will say,
Your abilities here will be useful for Theron. I will climb this. We do not need to go through their trap. I can climb the mountain ridge, and you can swap places with me. Then swap with your brother while I climb again, and then swap with me again. Barring you're not too slow.
Is charm recognizable? Like, have I seen my brother's charm enough?
That's a good question. I think you'd probably, first of all, you need to suspect that Theron did something magical. Because I
Well-
think you were looking for other things in the middle of it. And then you'd probably need to run an Arcana, but what does Theron think?
Aaron said be kind. Praxis is being kind.
It's up to the DM, but you may or may not have noticed that in the middle of Vraxis being rather aggressive towards the NPC Menthol, that as soon as Theron spoke to him, he kind of like did a 180 and started focusing on other things.
Yeah, I guess it would depend on your insight, right? So if you suspect Vraxis enough to even start trying to clock his behavior more specifically, you could
Yeah,
roll
I
insight.
think no, I don't think it's there. I think it's just he thinks Vraxis is being weird, and he's
Yeah.
not. Vraxis has done nothing but be weird, so he's technically being normal.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. I just realized this is going to sound really funny because I was locked in, and that's why this is a sentence that I'm going to say. I just realized I have to pee. So if you guys want to sort out feel free to role play this out as well, how you guys want to, like what path you want to take and what your exact plan of action is going to be, feel free to while I'm gone, and then when we get back, you guys can deliver it to me, and then we'll just proceed. So that way my pee doesn't actually interrupt that much. BRB.
I'm so fucking glad you said that because I desperately gotta be.
I'll go grab a soda then.
I will also piss.
Holy shit, I'm the only one here. But I'm gonna go get food, so get fucked.
I'm back, and I'm pissed.
Are you
And
sure
I'm
about
alone.
that? I don't know if I believe you.
I'm done making it, bro. Maximum pissage.
Dude, I bet you guys don't have a banana.
I absolutely have a dude. What are you talking about?
That wasn't even that funny.
Hey man, everything's funny when tired.
Yeah, bro. How dare you laugh?
It's only not funny because someone other than him had a banana.
So yeah, we can not walk into the ambush. We can go up the mountain and then actually go into the hole
No, we
too.
have to walk to the ambush. It's the only
What?
way.
Here, I mean,
We have
how
to
are
walk to the ambush.
how
Either
are
that or we
we?
can tremor sense with the ooze and have it lead. Because I
No, we
I
gotta.
doubt that these bandits are prepped for tremor
For
sense.
tremor sense, yeah. Probably not.
You
They
can
probably never
feel
met
them
a
through
thing
the
that could
wall.
even tremor sense.
You're missing a fundamental rule here, which is how are we going to level up if we don't walk into every encounter?
No, we're gonna kill them, bro. I was saying we could flank them and kill them from the other end. Because they're not gonna be expecting attack from the rear.
No. The important part is we have to almost die every single session in this campaign. That's just how the campaign goes. That's the rules.
So
He
here's our
just
two
he
options.
just
Okay? Here's our two options. We can purposely go into the trap, but we can prepare ourselves by
Is this
by
even where we
talking with
have
the
to go?
ooze and having the ooze lead the way and sensing ambushes. Right? Or we can go over the mountain because we have a very mobile party that can scale basically anything and a teleporting man that can teleport his friends up. And go around to the other entrance and then move through the back where they won't be expecting an assault.
so you're saying our best option is to hit the rear.
Well, we can go in the front too. I think the front move can also work because again, they're not prepared for a squelch. We just deploy a tactical squelch. But yeah, I'm partial to let's just clear it out from the reverse end. Also, that whole pitch that Vraxis made was probably too intelligent for his stat.
Is this even where that guy's stuff is?
Honestly, probably the most in character thing for Vraxis to do would be let you guys go in front, and then he just walks off to go climb the mountain himself. But I guess Theron does have him charmed, so you can malicious Magoo him.
I like the idea that at every major turn of this campaign, the most in character thing for Vraxis to do, it would have been the most frustrating thing for the party.
I did
That's-
pitch this character for the DM to give you guys a control apparatus that I didn't get. So
It's okay.
Yeah, that doesn't make the character good.
That's just
I did ask.
Shambler characters in general.
That's true.
No.
The intimidation roll is the new intelligence ability check. Or the intelligence ability check is the new intimidation roll. There we go.
Jason did nothing wrong.
No one brought
Yeah.
up Jason.
All right, then I can just keep burning a charm on Rexus.
Yeah, it's all right, guys. You can just keep babysitting me. The trolls never end. Yeah, I think going over the mountain makes sense.
Which one did you say you wanted to do?
I think going over makes the most sense.
That's 2 for over. What about the other 2 lads?
Let's see. I don't really care either way.
But does squelch?
Squelch would, if his tremor sense allows him to do a thing, he would probably just be like, yeah, why don't I just do the thing?
How far is your tremor sense?
It's 60 feet.
Oh fuck! Yeah,
Yeah.
that's way cooler.
Yeah.
Now, Cellcore doesn't know that, so I don't think Cellcore would know that Squelch has tremor sense unless the bag told him because he's in attune with the bag, which maybe that's something
Yeah, I
we
think
role play out with the DM here. But
I think Pro gave me the option of either having blind sight 30 feet or tremor sense 60, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking the tremor sense 60.
yeah, dude, Toph is way cooler than any other blind character in media.
Yeah. It's he actually nerfs me because he doesn't show me what's on the other side of the side of walls, even though I should know.
Yeah, you should be able to know when you're on the ground. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be one where I'm just like you're just mid battle and you're like, what's on the other side of this wall?
Well, yeah. Is there anything moving on the other side of this wall? Because I should know.
Yeah, because I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can make a wall like for what like see through for one character compared to others.
Yeah. I told him he should give me dark vision because I should be able to see the things even if they're in darkness, but he has decided he doesn't want to do that. So my tremor sense seems to mostly be whatever I remember.
Yeah,
It's
I think the problem with,
primarily a skill issue.
I think the problem with dark
Yeah.
vision would be like certain things you like airborne units maybe you wouldn't be able to see, but we haven't gotten there yet, so I don't think it's that big a
Yeah,
deal.
I wouldn't be able to see anything flying. It's true. But I should be able to see like the environment.
Yeah, because that's where I was like, that's where most of my brain power was going to for a second, was figuring out whether or not environment counts.
Yeah. But yeah, anything that's floating or flying, he wouldn't be able to see, obviously, because it's not touching the ground.
Oh, okay. Hi.
What's up, bro?
I
Should've
unmuted
seen
my microphone and
you.
the whole world fell apart, apparently. So apparently Impossibly Long Piss Part 2, yeah?
Hey,
Is everybody
Oh.
here?
Piss status made.
Okay,
I
good.
am here.
I'm here.
what was part one? Was that me?
No, it was
Oh.
the Three Crow.
Oh, okay.
No, the first part was the piss and the furious.
What the fuck?
Okay. So I think the original vote was that Cellcore was. So I'm torn because having Squelch Tremor sense our way through the ambush site sounds epic and cool.
Mhm.
But Cellcore doesn't know he has Tremor sense unless like the bag would have told him that. So I don't think he would ever vote for that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Yeah, unless somehow the bag told him that through his studies, but I don't know why it would have.
You would. I don't think the bag would have been giving you that kind of info. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I also don't think Squelch would think to mention it to anyone
Yeah,
it's just
he's just like, yeah, I
he's
have
just
that.
naturally that way. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you
do you
mean?
mean you guys can't see through walls?
Right. Yeah. I mean, like maybe that would be the point where if he was trying to chime into the conversation, he would mention like, "Why wouldn't we take the ground where we can hear them coming from a mile away?" Or like,
Yeah.
"This is a terrible place for an ambush. I would feel them breathing." You know, something like we would feel them breathing, and then.
And then everyone else is
But
like,
he is
"Oh,
also
no."
in a bag, so I don't know how often he's going to talk like that.
Right.
He can hear everything and speak everything if he wants to.
Yeah, it is true. He can chime in anytime.
So we didn't roleplay anything after you left. So
Yeah, because everybody else had to pee too, right? So
Yeah.
I just picked the right time to pee, apparently.
Yeah, so we ended on Vraxus telling telling the group that Selkor can very easily scale the mountain. If I remember correctly, right?
Salcor was informed by Vraxus, or was educated by Vraxus about how to use his power to swap
Yes.
everybody
yeah.
over here, you know, bit by bit. So.
All right, so here's what Selkor will do. He'll take a step back and he'll say, at first he'll like observe the mountainside, and I'll ask you, DM, does the mountainside look scalable, and like even in like a teleporting way, of like, will there be flat ground for me to drop somebody on?
There are some pretty high up platforms, but remind me the range of your teleport. Isn't it 60 feet?
I think it might be 30.
Okay.
The mountain's actually too high if it's anything less than like.
The card says 60.
Yeah. That tells me that the mountain will actually be exceeding like the next scalable
platform.
place that would be safe to offload people who otherwise
are not me or Vraxus.
right. Yeah. So scaling the mountain would be pretty challenging. I mean, there's the rickety bridge and there's the cave. So those are seemingly the two options that you have at this point. Scaling if Vraxus had to use his greatsword or his longsword rather to or maybe it was a short sword. He had to embed a weapon into the rock in order to even scale up, and that was with his ridiculous athletics and acrobatics stuff. So that kind of puts it into perspective for how much of a challenge it would be to scale that way.
Upon that observation, Selkor will say, "Well, Vraxus, despite your prowess and my abilities, I think some of us here would have trouble staying in strong footing. It's a shame we can't just go through the caves easily."
What does Braxis know about the ooze?
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
You would know that it has capacity for slipping through small cracks, as it had already shown the group with the move through one of the doors, I believe. And that was back in the altar of Mylar. So you'd be aware of its. The question really is: has Squelch ever divulged this information about tremor sense, or has Squelch not like in an expository "I have tremor sense" way, but like did Squelch ever display capacity to hear the movement of people outside the tomb, for example, in the conversation with? I'm assuming Vraxus and Squelch spoke prior to their unearthing.
I think it depends on if we actually have extensively worked together or not. If
I think you guys were
extensively, then
entombed together, right? Like,
we were entombed together. Now,
but was there a
was
purpose?
like
Was
undead
that
dreaming? and it's implied that Squelch ate part of them. But
But were you guys ever doing things in your past life, or was it like as a unit or whatever, or was this more like we only have so many sarcophagi that can house powerful
So-
weapons or something? Just put 'em
Vraxis
together.
would have been part of an order of assassins.
Right.
Now, is Squelch one of those assassins, or is he a weapon deployed by them? The question.
He probably
I
wouldn't
think-
be a direct assassin, right? What do you think, Balethal?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think he would be an assassin himself, but was essentially like an experimental weapon created, probably by the same group, and therefore may have been used by the assassins at various times.
All right. So I think that's enough for Vraxis to know that this thing is capable of flushing out a hole of rats.
Yeah,
is
that
the way
like
he would view it.
he would kind of get the idea that he seems to have some sort of sixth sense, even if he doesn't understand how it works.
Yeah, when the trash is being annoying and you need to get to the target, throw the ooze sack.
Yeah, the ooze seems to just know where to go.
So with that, then Vraxis will, with a mix of disgust, but also like an unimpressed expression at Selkor's inability to keep up.
Charmed, by the way.
Step up real close to Selkor.
Charmed, by the
He'll
way.
look at him, and then he'll look down to the pouch that contains Squelch, and then he'll look back up at him.
He's being nice about it. He's indicating.
He's real close. He's like inches from you.
Squelch, you can
I don't know how tall
feel
you are.
Vraxis's presence staring down at you for a moment.
Kind of like whatever space is left between Selkor and Vraxis, Selkor kind of like steps into to move Vraxis like back a couple steps, and then he will say,
Praxis is not moving.
You're
You're
charmed,
weak.
buddy. Get fucked."
No,
You
no,
gotta
your,
be
your
nice,
brother can order me.
Yeah, but you got to be nice. That's what he said. Be nice.
Yeah, but he said be nice. That doesn't mean Praxis is gonna move.
Well, it doesn't
So
mean
it's-
intimidate somebody. You didn't even roll.
He's not intimidating him. He's just looking at him.
You can't ego him.
Selkor will say, "Squelch, is there something we should know?"
I don't know. Is Vraxis doing his thing again?
He's always doing his thing. I'm more so talking about. Have you ever been ambushed?
There was
It is
that time
the
in the herd.
ambush, you fool.
Yes, hush now. I'm listening to the primal hunger.
Very few are capable of ambushing me.
He'll raise an eyebrow to Theron and he'll say, again, just to the bag at this point, he'll say, "And is that because you have some sort of understanding, positional awareness?"
I think it's because I don't see.
That's such a good one.
So he's like, as he's saying, as he's drawing out the so, he's like running through his Rolodex in his mind, trying to figure out what other ways he could be doing this. He's like, "Do you hear? Do you feel? What how do you understand?"
Oh, yes, I feel. When anything moves, it's as if the feeling of it travels.
And how far do you feel?
Dozens of feet?
All right, good enough for me. And he'll,
I
he'll
actually
look-
don't know when it's dark. People have to tell me.
as Squelch starts to say that last part, he'll look to Theron to see how he feels about the idea of walking into the quote unquote ambush.
Theron just shrugs.
I suppose we could try the bridge, he'll say with a half smirk.
You go forward, or you go to the bridge alone, while I go and finish my hunt.
Looking around, still clearly not moving, he'll say, "Oh, I'll go forward, but I have a sense that you would be going alone."
Alright, are we squelching?
Oh, Theron's Discord died. Trying to start it back up.
Uh-oh. Dead cord.
When I came up with, I think it's because I don't see. I thought that was the most hilarious possible response.
That's definitely the most Squelch response.
Yeah, so canonically, he does not know whether it's lit or unlit where he is. He's not very stealthy.
He doesn't
Except
need to
I'm
be.
trained in stealth.
Oh, he doesn't need to be.
That's right.
I mean, yeah, if anyone ever looked to catch him, he would just turn himself into like 18 pieces.
He just turned himself into a bunch of puddles.
Yeah.
Be like, ah, is it leaking down to the ground here?
Did it rain inside this cave?
That's right. They look up and they're like, I don't see any water dripping. And then Squelch
Honestly,
ambushes them.
Probably
see?
could split himself into several pieces, with each piece going into a different nook to get maximum feeling.
Well, I mean, he would just spread himself out on the ground into a big puddle. I would think that would help him, his tremor sense be better. More precise, I suppose.
I'll have to think if I can codify that into an actual mechanic thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting on Theron to return his to the call here, technical intermission.
Now that I think about it, it must be terrifying for Squelch when he gets thrown, because he can't see
Yeah.
until he.
Well, he
hits
doesn't.
whatever he's
Yeah,
thrown at.
does he even know enough to be terrified? Is the question.
He's
Yeah,
probably not.
like he's
actually
probably been
terrified.
thrown so much that like maybe like the first couple times he was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I
No,
see
now
it.
he's
But now
probably
it's
just
like,
like, this
oh.
shit again.
I'm going to feast.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hit something.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah,
by
I
now.
wonder how his tremor sense feels when he gets like enveloped in the psionic revocatus energy.
Oh, it's probably very confusing.
Maybe it's like sensory overload or something like that.
Yeah, because he would feel like two totally different
Yeah, he'd feel
environments at the same time.
yeah. It would be like one of the few, like, yeah, because he'd probably be kind of used to that, but not really, because obviously he splits himself. But
Right.
it would be far different when it's like, I didn't split myself. Why do I feel this
Yeah,
way?
why do I feel this way exactly? I'm a little confused. What is going on?
So what are you guys going to be planning on here as we... We're still waiting on Theron, of course, through Crow to return, but you guys are going to be going into the cave, it sounds like. And is the goal to, like, Mintal's going to have some questions about this, just as a forewarning, but the goal is to go fight more dudes? That's what Vraxis said, but what is everybody else's goal?
It was my understanding that we were looking for more of Mintal's stuff, correct?
Yeah,
Axis
Mintal
wants to kill the bowman.
Mintal mostly was trying to recover his major golem there, and he seemed ready to cut his losses at that point and just bring it to the city of Barad-dûn. In theory, the bandits made off with more stuff than that. Maybe some more of his animated armors or something like that. But
So theoretically, if we push ahead, we might find a couple more of his things.
yeah, which, you know,
A couple more of my things.
That's right.
Go in, kill a few extra bandits, and then go. If it looks like it'll be a hard commitment.
Yeah, I don't think Selkor's decision changes, but I had a fairly large misunderstanding in the Mintal stuff just because I wasn't there when it happened. Like, it just was so long ago.
oh, sure, yeah.
So I think upon Selkor learning that the ooze can see through the ground, he'd probably want to take it to its natural ending.
He'd want to go and test this tech.
Yeah, exactly.
Though he probably needs to be out of the bag for that, come to think of it.
Yeah, he'd let him out of the bag if he was trying.
Unless you want to, like, tie a rope around the bag, attach it to your waist, and just drag the bag along the ground, like...
No, he would just,
Very bumpy ride.
I need to find, like... So this is why I need that subclass that allows me to switch two other creatures with each other, because, like, I eventually want to find, like, a rat and be like, Squelch, don't eat this rat, and just leave it in his bag, so anytime I need to bring him back to safety, I can just pokeball his ass.
That's actually pretty good.
We are not having. Actually.
Now, that wasn't the original reason why I thought of the subclass idea, but it's a hell of a reason now.
Right. It's a very valid reason as well.
Oh, that sounds fun. I like malware.
Huh. I wonder what kind of issue he's having.
but you can't even get it to start now.
Yeah, everybody's favorite move.
It doesn't sound like malware.
Well, he was trying to force close it 6 times. Oh,
All right.
I'm you.
He's done the reboot.
You are 3?
You crow.
Does the computer work?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but it was definitely Windows AIDS.
Oh,
I
yeah.
called it malware, so,
I mean, is there? A
I mean,
difference?
Windows is malware.
Yeah, that's valid. So it seems like people had mostly discussed the angle of going for the torch. I mean the well, I guess you guys are going to need torches, so I wasn't exactly wrong, but you guys were planning on doing something about the
tremor sense.
tremor sense angle of it all. So. Is there anything you wanted to raise as an exception to that, free crew? Going into the cavern as opposed to taking the daylight, well, not really daylight anymore path, but the surface path.
Well, I guess if people are crowding around the cave and we're all after the long rest, then Theron will say, "What is the meaning of this? Should we not continue on?"
Well, your bestest friend here, as he looks to Vraxus, appears set on hunting something through the cave, and poor Mental, we didn't get all his stuff back.
It is quite all right if you do not recover my things,
Mental says,
though if you were to secure them, it would mean a prettier penny. I am a touch nervous about the passage of time and the deal I have struck in Barad-dûn.
Theron will look to Benthal and then he will glance towards the cave. Are you certain that your things are in this cave?
I can say nothing for certain about what these hooligans have done. If they have made off with my things, it may be that they have already made their way to a nearby post or city. Or perhaps they are indeed still holding the lion's share of them there. In any event, it is not information I am privy to.
Do you want us to investigate the cave, or do you think we would be better off moving on?
I was under the impression we were moving on. But it seems that your stronger personalities have made up their mind in a different direction.
And then Theron will look back to Selkor. Well, there you have it, brother. The man himself is not sure if his belongings are in this cave. So, why must we go?
Well, if all's well that ends well, I can always have my fun testing out Squelch's tremor sense on the way home. Or whatever home is nowadays. Oh, Squelch.
Aw, Squelch.
You might have someone else to convince, brother. And he'll indicate to Vraxus.
Araxis is staring at the cave. Oblivious to the conversation happening around him.
Well, if I must make it voiced, I feel we are better off moving on. I can't imagine that those who would have stolen from our friend here would have left their belongings close behind.
Yet one of them struck a blow. One of them earned some attention.
Are you implying you know something, Vraxus?
I believe I saw the hunter who nearly brought me low. Even reduced as I am, that is a feat. Even if struck from a coward's angle.
Well, then I will ask you this. Do you want to seek the coward who hides in the caverns? Or do you want to proceed forward to the settlements, where you might find a warrior worthy of your time?
What do you think is more likely? A warrior among the battle-hardened ruffians, or a warrior among the civilized folks of this land?
Well, if my time in Nekimanjar has taught me anything, it is those warriors who are among the cultured folk who happen to live longer, if not for the fact that they are surrounded by those who would keep them alive.
Alright, Charman, I'm gonna say that works because I'm... Practice isn't really jiving with that, but he has that distant look that you recognize from your magic. And just sort of looks lost.
And you wish to go to the settlements?
Well, my friend, our goal is to continue accruing power. And if we are to do so, then we must enact our influence upon the lesser folk.
So be it.
Raxus sets off. He'll do some flips down as he goes.
Just to keep himself limber. Mental will take a look towards...
Losers at the 15. That's the 24.
Oh shit, that's a crit.
He went
First-
down.
the first
He
one's
got
a
He
one,
does a little
and then
summer
that
call on
20.
the last one.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
He's a man of extremes. You either love him or you hate him.
Either.
Mental's gonna look towards Theron and say, "Excellent navigation there, Theron."
Theron will look towards Menthol and he will say, with just a slight bit of graciousness, well, if I do have any one skill, perhaps it is the landing of my words.
The world could use more silver tongues to dull the blades of those barbaric natures. But I shall
simply fall in line with you for now. Perhaps you will be able to convince more of wordcraft. And he begins his descent down the many ladders with the armor lagging behind. You can see some genuine dexterity in his movements, as he's certainly eager to return to his machination.
As he moves away, Theron will glance down towards his own pack, and he will say, "If only you knew, my friend. If only you knew the words that I could spin." And then he will follow along.
Hell yeah, dude. He's gonna charm more than just Vraxus. Also, that DC that it says 13, is it any higher if it counts your wizard DC, or is your wizard DC also 13 right now?
My wizard DC is 13.
Okay.
It's
Tell me when it's been an hour so Vraxus can be upset that he was mind controlled.
With any luck, it'll be right in the middle of a battle, and you can figure that out.
It's 8 plus 3 plus 2, so 13 until we level up.
Yeah. Valid. So Salcor's immediately going after the horse. What's the... Squelch, you're gonna like... I guess if Salcor is mounting the horse, is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Salcor, you're going to feel a larger... the rumbling of a larger creature beneath you than you had previously just felt. You had previously only felt Salcor's more familiar physiology through the bag.
What is it that you are riding, Silk?
This is a horse.
Ah. I hear they run fast. Are we going fast?
Are you Kyle?
With a glance around at the group, he will shake his head to no one in particular, obviously, because Squelch isn't looking, and he'll say, "I fear we probably are not, but if we ever have to."
Squelch would like it if we went fast.
Would Squelch also like it if he came out of the bag when I told him we were going to go fast?
Yes.
Fucking horse rolls charisma check to see if it doesn't just shit itself when an ooze starts to glob onto it.
We'll say Squelch, the bag is kept on my left hip, and we'll say, I will give you ample warning if I intend to make a run, and perhaps you can stick yourself to my left arm to the best of your ability, so as to not get caught in the wind, or scare the creature itself.
That is fine with me.
Oh shit. I'm not horse.
You're not horse. You know what that means. We get to do... Isn't this like derangement? Hold on.
Get a roll for madness.
I guess what I should be doing, though, is actually attaching you to the horse. So.
If you roll a 3 or a 33 on a D100, then you believe that you are in fact a horse.
Oh, fuck. I'm just
Could
frozen.
you...
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Oh, God, it's frozen.
It's not frozen for me.
It's frozen for me. It's not even frozen for my Firefox window either, but... I can confirm. I tried to change the angle of the horse after attaching you to it, so... Or attaching it to you, rather.
I can't move, but I don't know if that's the horse.
Can anybody move?
I move.
I can
Yeah,
move.
Theron can move. Yeah,
The Squelch can't move, but I think
yeah, that's just because you're attached to me. I think.
I think I'm infinitely looping. Hold on one sec, guys. I gotta restart my foundry.
lots
Shit.
of restarting all of a sudden.
Good and deep fried.
I still can't
chicken.
move, but that's nothing new.
Yeah, that's.
Did you
Is
select
there? Would it be? Don't say that. Would it be easier to?
Oh, I can't move.
Good.
Because the game paused. Hold on. It paused because I loaded back in, but.
Would it? Is it? Would it be easier and less insane to just instead of attaching me to the horse to just give me control of the horse like you do with the tank and Ezekiel?
Oh, yeah, that's probably a smart way to do it. But I don't actually remember how to.
I just know I don't know how to do it either. I know that you gave me like a character sheet and everything for the tank itself. So.
No. I could do that easily enough. I don't know how to select any of the tokens that any of you are. So.
Oh.
Because when you attach a token to another token, it makes it an unselectable. And I've
isn't this
now
what
somehow
happened with,
created.
Isn't this what happened with Fizz?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, Cellcore is attached to the horse, which means Cellcore is unselectable. Squelch is attached to Cellcore. Squelch is unselectable. The horse is now attached to Cellcore, so the horse is unselectable. So.
I can select me.
It shouldn't even be possible to do that.
Well, it isn't. It's not supposed to be. And I took the horse and cleared the attachments so that Cellcore wouldn't still be attached, and it didn't matter. So now I got to figure out where this stuff is.
Didn't you just have to delete Fizz and?
Yeah, but I can't select to delete, so I don't know how to do that.
Oh fuck!
Maybe you have to try deleting your own character token. If you hit delete, what happens?
You just have to delete everything.
I can't. I don't think I can. Even if I control A to select all tokens, it doesn't select them. So
Spamming delete button.
Yeah, you don't even know how I would token.
Yeah, I can't even delete myself. So.
Yeah. Hitting the delete key doesn't work, so.
Yeah, while selecting yourself. Yeah.
No, yeah, it does not work.
Well, let's see if I can find any information about this. Foundry token attacher, delete. Let's see.
I don't know why attached tokens would become unselectable. It's stupid.
Can you give someone permissions? Like, can you give me delete permissions?
Oh yeah, I probably could do that.
So I could delete myself, and maybe that'll work. Because I
delete
don't
tokens
know.
that you own. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know why that wouldn't be a setting anyway, but probably because people like tried to do that and then couldn't. I don't know.
But imagine if you search that on Google in AI mode and the AI mode responded to you with LOL noob.
Yeah, basically. I did just do that to allow you to delete your own tokens, so maybe you can now.
I can't.
Oh, it had to reset you had to re-log in, I guess, now. So own.
I have to. Can I just reload the page?
Yeah, you should be able to refresh.
All right, let's see. So I like when I log in, it tells me that Balathal's not in the game.
He's not right now. He also has to log back in.
Oh. Of course I do.
So you have permissions to delete, but can you delete? Is the question. Doesn't look like it. It's just a delete key to delete.
Yeah, I can't even select my own token.
What if you like do the arrow keys or something, or hit?
No.
That's...
What if I said the entire time we were all saying my name? It's actually Balatal.
Oh fuck! Is it supposed to be Balathal the whole time?
It is Balathal. I'm just.
Oh, okay,
being dumb.
dude. that kind of scared me because.
I think I remember us trying to delete it before, and it did not work.
Oh, I can select me.
Oh, I
Can you delete
cannot
you?
select me.
I can
shit.
select me, but I can't delete because I changed
Yeah.
my elevation.
Well, now you froze my foundry again, so I just tabbed back in and it's fucking frozen.
Well, I took
Incredible.
I raised my elevation. I selected me. I took away my elevation, and I'm still selected. I still can't delete though, and I
Wow.
also can't move.
I'm supposed to check the macros folder for token attachers, so. Man, this has been a disaster. But at least you guys are almost out of the rest area, so there's
Yeah,
that.
almost.
We're almost gonna play the game.
Here I come. I'm logging back in. Hold on, guys. I gotta go to GM stuff, token attacher, purge TA data, execute macro. Execute macro. Did it do it? Holy shit, it did it!
I still can't move though.
Well, that's because the game's
Well, I can select myself. Oh. And I can move.
I can't move.
Squelch's gonna run away. Okay, come on.
I can't even
Squelch's
select
running away.
myself.
How?
Oh no,
I see.
I can select myself, but I can't move.
Why can't you move?
It's like I don't have control. Yeah, none of my buttons work. I don't have control of my own character.
I saw you.
Try
move,
refreshing. You're not even signed in on my screen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's only me and Balethal right now. Which means I have to reload my...
Yeah, you have to reload your big car. Oh, because when you reestablish, I have to reload, and I didn't.
Oh yeah. If you didn't reload, then that'll be.
I'm you.
All right, boys, we back.
We
Play the
solved the horse
game.
problem. Let's fucking go.
All right, the horse time is no time.
3 current.
Now we're done horsing around.
Reload Foundry.
I don't need to reload Foundry.
You do. I thought I didn't either, but you're not in for us. You're in your own world.
Can
Yeah,
you move?
you have to reload.
You're in Squelch's bag.
Yeah, you're in Squatch's bag, dude. I didn't even make a map for that yet.
Didn't even make a map for that yet.
All right. Okay, so just
The
horse
map is
me.
real life, bro.
Well, hold on.
There,
You gotta
Squelch's
get
bag is
you
out
gotta
of
get
universe.
Squelch on your left hip. and
Okay, yeah.
Then you gotta get on top of the horse.
No, just give me control of the horse, because or else you're gonna freeze your foundry again.
Nah, trust.
Oh, fucking hell.
All right, go for it.
Oh, I'm horse.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then we never saw him again.
He's a fucking horse, dude.
How much
Amazing.
movement speed does my horse have?
I'll tell you in a second.
Why is Frax's disappearing?
60 feet. Because Chambler has ADHD undiagnosed.
Yeah, you think it's undiagnosed.
I don't
I've
know
never
which
seen
is.
it shrink. Menthol new on site. It's all good.
Oh, dude, the worst part about this is Squelch is on my right hip.
Oh shit!
It's
It's only left from the other one.
Distracted, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Also, I don't even know what Rex is saying.
He said ADHD is the one where you get distracted.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a fair question if you don't know. It's just funny because
Yeah.
it was itself a distraction from what we're doing.
That's like when I was substituting a class one time in for an elementary school class. This kid like raised his hand in the middle of. Oh, I turned around again. Kid raised his hand in the middle, like in the middle of class, and he goes, "My mom says I have ADHD, but not at school." I turned around again.
Yeah, it just wants to moonwalk, dude. Sorry, I mean sideways, whatever.
Wait,
I like how you're just
Praxis.
leaving.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by my ADHD.
Yeah, I get distracted by that sometimes too.
It's all good. We all have ADHD.
Yeah, someone I know calls it Audi ADHD because it's like autism ADHD. Audi. And then I
Oh,
shortened
yeah,
that to Audi HD, and that feels like a
Audi.
YouTube channel name.
What's up, everybody? It's ADHD coming at you with another vlog. Hey, what's that? Oh, shit. Hey,
Do
you guys know what
HD is? But the doctor says I got 80 of them.
Got 'em. Anybody need some? I don't need 80. Surely somebody will buy these. I'll be rich.
All
I
right,
can sell 79 of them, you know?
Yeah.
now we can play the game.
No, we're not doing that. We're gonna keep talking about ADHD.
We're too busy looking up the symptoms so we can diagnose ourselves.
Don't self-diagnose ever for anything except
It's
cancer.
okay. I do actually. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back in less than 1 minute.
I'm gonna take an unimaginably long piss, or impossibly long, whatever it was. Forgive them, Paula. They know not what they do. Dude, Mintal is the new Augustius.
We haven't pissed him off yet, so.
Who hasn't what?
He was saying Menthol is the new Augustius, but I'm saying we haven't pissed him off yet.
It's
Trying,
true.
guys. I really am.
He's definitely unsettled, but you know, he'll make good on his word, maybe, and then he'll just fuck off. You know? Oh. Sorry for the loud noises. Just getting back into it.
Praxis is definitely buying one of those robots as a sparring bot.
Mental is busy with the assembly of his, you know, the final steps here before his golem packs up and stuff. Maybe we'll just say that he gave Theron a nod when a recon mission or so was discussed. You know, that might be something. Since you guys are all going down there. Moving past the rushing waters. Or did you say anything to him? Did you just take the horse and leave? I know Vraxis probably just walked across the bridge. But...
Yeah, Braxis is walking, and he's walking, and he's walking, and he jumps on the ledge, and he just keeps walking on the ledge.
I vaguely recall Theron offering him something.
Oh, well, you just had an exchange with him, and then he went down to go pack his stuff up. If you said anything to him down when you actually got down there, I don't know. I didn't hear it over the Audi HD.
Oh, well, now's my chance.
Practical distraction.
Guys, I have a horse.
You are a horse?
Alright, there's no way any of you have a popsicle right now.
Guys, get distracted by my horse. It's very
I
important.
had a popsicle earlier today. They give them out at work.
Oh, that's actually pretty rare.
It's to make up
One of
for
those
your
electrolyte popsicles so that you
$20
don't
an
die
hour
of heat stroke.
It's to make up for your
Yeah,
heat stroke.
They don't want you
Yeah,
to die of
it's
heat stroke.
like some
but
fucking
they-
it's an electrolyte popsicle. It's to replenish your goddamn shit when you're sweating too much.
They also dock you for the time that you spend eating it, right?
No, we eat it just on the shift.
Well,
Where do you work? Address, name?
An electric company.
Dox yourself right now.
I'll have to edit
in
this if you
Albuquerque?
do that.
As an electrician,
Yeah, don't make him edit this.
I
Any edits are coming out of your
like
coffee.
Grease sometimes.
So wait, what did you actually say to Mental, or did you not get it out because of ADHD?
I was saying that in character to me a while ago. Didn't you hear that?
Electrolyte popsicle time, yeah. Hey, Mental, you got any electrolyte
I brought my other
popsicles?
character out. Huh?
Yeah, he goes to
Brought out my
menthol.
artifice for Frosty.
He's like, hey, I used to be a demon fighter. You got any Demiolite?
Dude, I actually do think it would be really funny if, for a one-shot, we did a fourth wall campaign, like a fourth wall one-shot break or whatever, you know, like where somebody actually did rock up and say,
Donate to the coffee.
we have like a whole outer lore of like the characters that are the coffee like donor enforcers, and they try to break your kneecaps or something if you stop donating.
So you're saying I should play a theurgist wizard, and I should shake my fist and look at the sky and say, "I am you," and then cast disguise self to look like you?
Yeah, perfect. I add a token of myself. No, you'd be looking at the DM. My disgruntled face looks so at him through the clouds and just says, "No, you." And then you go to Jurgle's room.
Yeah. And my next character will be Joe Rogan.
Jurgle. Got him! Fucking got him, dude!
This ADHD has to stop. It's refocus time, guys.
I absolutely got him with that one.
Bro.
He'll never recover from Jurgle.
It's viral. It's spreading online.
You motherfuckers,
My next character will be Ahmed.
you motherfuckers absolutely know what any of them are.
I only have working knowledge of 75. The other 5 I forgot.
That's how I feel about my chromosomes.
I will play as Godweed.
That got me way more than it
Be
should.
a paladin.
I look forward to
Yeah,
meeting your
female
woman
paladin.
character.
I would
Yeah.
I'd play as a fourth wall breaker bard who thinks he's in a book.
I'm gonna be a female paladin searching for my soulmate.
Oh my god, why would you?
Your soulmate
That's
is you.
Godweed, bro.
He just spends the whole fucking campaign trying to find someone who dresses the intimidate role the entire
I'm
time.
trying to do it myself.
Little does he know that the person who finally passes that role is going to be the NPC version of Hit 'em Up. He's going to be immune to intimidation rolls.
Hit 'em Up can join. Hit 'em Up talked about maybe playing the Cosmonarchy tabletop. So he might do that. We'll see.
Yeah, I also think
Can't
a
imagine
fourth
hit
wall.
him up fucking playing one of the characters in there.
I genuinely think like a fourth wall breaking campaign, I would probably just get shoulder and make him all knowing.
Yeah, you know the fourth wall.
older but aware.
Yeah,
of
it would just be like level 6 shoulder basically.
Yeah, maxed out.
But when
See,
are we
there's
going to
walls
get...
1, 2, 3, and that one's the 4th one. And he just everyone else is like,
he's
what
in the middle of like the combat with like the big bad for the short the one shot, and he before he dies he pulls him to the side. He's like, "Do you want to see exactly in the stream where you die?"
We are 3 hours and 40 minutes into our stream, and you just died. You didn't even make it to 4 hours. That's not even
Yeah.
enough to break the fourth wall.
Yeah, you know stream.
Yeah, you know streams.
When are we going to get the both Jesse and Veek playing artificers trying to invent the same thing?
That would be pretty good, actually. All the CM devs just toss them in there. There was a moment where Veek was potentially interested, I think, but obviously the time zone really screws with him. I needed a European combine for...
Oh yeah,
for
because
that
you
kind of
probably
thing.
have to be up at like 6 a.m. or something.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. is our start time for Central Europe.
Okay.
So, like,
Epic.
2:30 in the morning. So, you have to get like an Arby's or somebody who's up that late anyway. But Balothal, I can't remember if we played at noon for you. Would that be more convenient? Because that might actually be the time.
Noon? Actually, yeah, that would be better.
Your
'cause it would be 2
noon
hours
your
after
time.
I get off work. Yeah,
All right, so me, Balethal, Veek.
instead of 5:30 my time.
Yeah.
Because I'm around every day, all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's summer.
Yeah.
What if we just pay for Balathol's IV drip of caffeine?
Are you gonna pay for?
I'm not paying.
Yeah, never mind. That won't
I
even
guess it
finish.
just counteracts my IV drip of cancer treatment.
It's not even. It's not even
The
about
cancer
like.
treatment makes me sleepier, and then the
It's not even
caffeine
about not wanting to pay that
Yeah.
money. It's about like not wanting to put Balethal through that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kindness.
No, that's what Vraxis would do when charmed to be more kind, is he would give people caffeine. A lethal dose of it, probably. But
Yeah. Do you get to be
Caffeine
mad when you're that you got charmed when you didn't? Charm?
it's definitely been an hour since that was cast in real life. That's for sure.
Yeah, because we
Bro,
keep
it hasn't
having
even been 5 minutes since it was fucking.
Many
Okay,
such
we got-
cases.
We got charmed. We had 2 conversations.
I'm
and we all
ready to
got
go.
ADHD.
Go in what way? To bed or to continue?
No, go to game.
We're
Yeah.
we're just getting started, boys. The session is like a third
Please
of the
walk
way.
across the map.
Wow.
3 Crow, please press your down right arrow.
No, he's got to talk to Mental.
There you go. There you go.
Stop talking. Man.
I just reminded him.
right.
Do you even have to talk to this guy? What were you going to say?
No, he doesn't.
Nothing
yeah,
to say.
all right,
Let's
listen.
go. Just walk across the bridges.
You shut your.
Praxis can't hear you right now. He's too far. He can't be charmed from that distance.
Theron's gonna head up back towards Menthol, and he will say, "We were preparing to leave camp. Do you have everything you need?"
Yes, it will take me a few moments to finish my preparations here and get this enormous thing across the bridge. It got here one way, I'm sure that will hold again.
Well, if I had to guess, it is powered by magic. Would it help you move it if I lent some of my own power?
The machine will be activated in time. But I have my steward here and will be accompanying you shortly. Perhaps you can confirm that no further ne'er-do-wells lie on the other side of yonder bridge.
Rest assured, even if they do lie beyond the bridge, it will not be for long.
Oh shit, guys! I lost Praxis.
As was foretold.
Yeah, he went all the way to the bottom right, but that's cheating. He's not supposed to go there. Now he gets to go all the way back to you. You found Vraxis.
Oh shit, guys! This is even worse.
Dude, imagine if you implemented, like, no-go zones on your maps, but didn't tell us. So somebody just goes, like, wandering around out of bounds, their character just gets deleted.
They find themselves. I set up a macro to automatically load that player into Jurgle's room.
Yeah.
It's perfect. That's when you get one anti-inspiration too. You know what I mean? DM doesn't like you inspo.
Yeah, it's like, at any time the DM can tell you to take your anti-inspiration, and you have to roll with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. So Mental is going to look at you, Theron, and give you a respectable nod and say, "I trust your powers have resurged after the rest, so I will put my faith in you for the rest of this trip back to Baradoon. Once we clear this canyon, it'll be smooth sailing to the North Gate."
Theron will nod. Indeed. If anything should come up between then, feel free to pull me aside. But for now, I shall rejoin the others.
He gives you a nod again and turns back to his work.
And Theron will rejoin the group. And looking to the south, he will say, our compatriot is almost ready to join us. Let us head back towards civilization and see what gains we can make.
Bractus will climb this height here, and then walk along its edge to scout for any dangers as we go.
Alrighty, one moment.
I have been unhorsed.
No, you have not.
Oh, I've been loaded. Oh, I've been horsed. I like how you can't do anything to keep this horse to face down.
No, the only way to do it would be to I could actually. Here, give me a second.
It's not that serious.
He's gonna get rehorsed, guys.
Oh, and the foundry froze.
He's so worried about the foundry freezing. So as you guys traverse further south with Vraxis taking up a higher position atop the land, you'll note there's a scant few humanoid figures in the distance on the low ground. One atop a rock and another more burly, thuggish type looking up at the spindly, shorter one. The two humanoids are engaged in conversation, and they don't appear to have noticed you yet.
Misty switch him.
Why?
Misty switch the Rock Man so that Vraxis can jump on him and kill him with Theron. And you can deploy Squelch right in front of the big boy, the tank for you.
Yeah, but what they do?
They're human. And they're bandits, clearly.
Are they clearly bandits, Dean?
I mean, they're NPCs. They had it coming.
The first sight of this place tells you that basically all of your senses, all of yours, your danger senses, should be, somewhat at odds with the sight that you see here. Right? It's hard to imagine that there'd just be two potent-looking individuals just kind of sat there waiting in the middle of the open after such a loud exchange occurred earlier. So there's something a little suspicious about it all. Could this be another trap, you might wonder? The people are equipped with weaponry, so in theory they could very well be bandit. But they bear no particular insignias.
Aloud, Salcor will say. Vraxis, can you see anyone else anywhere else? Perhaps on top of the cliff over there?
Vraxis, you do have sight of the bugbear, and that stands at the other side of the rock.
The bugbear different than a normal person?
It's a bugbear.
What's a bugbear? It's like almost like trying to think about a good way to describe it. 3-Core might be able to help me out here, though. Description of a bugbear as compared to a typical humanoid.
Yeah, bugbears are like rather bulky, large, furry humanoids. Very much like beasts-made men who are not always very intelligent, but maybe like of a peasant you know?
So, is it more monster or is it more man?
Yeah, definitely leaning like furball type monster.
Right. More
There is
beast
a
than
brute
man.
with them. Keeping guard. I doubt he'll be much of a challenge. Maybe I should just leave it to you, Selkor.
Well, that is the question, isn't it, my brothers? Shall they be slain? Or will you make something useful of them? Make them beg for their lives in exchange for service.
I have far less of a taste for blood than this one, so you can take charge, brother.
Praxis leaps down to join them on the ground.
As you enter this area of the, down the stairs, your horse is just mildly upset and seems to be unpleasantly surprised about the surroundings.
Do I settle him down a little?
Yeah, but, still a little ornery.
Well, I also think that Selkor has very little horseback mounted combat experience, so perhaps he will dismount the horse for this next part and pull him by the reins forward, leading him.
Oh, okay, like you'll be in front.
Yeah, like that.
Looking to Theron, Praxis will say,
Do we bother?
That's it? It just says Stewie Butler.
yeah.
Theron will glance towards them for a moment. I suppose it depends on what use we can get out of them. If they offer nothing, then we do not bother.
You wish for tribute?
At the end of the day, we are seeking to grow in power, Vraxis. You might be strong on your own, as am I and my brother, but having pawns to throw at the fire is not something I would complain about.
Praxis shrugs and marches across the bridge, not trying to hide his presence.
Oh, brother, he'll whisper to no one in particular.
Praxis will shout,
Where is the leader of this rabble? Where is the commander?
The one atop the rock is quick to try to settle the snarling bugbear, and the thug with a hand to a weapon immediately. She appears at least partially elven in heritage, and beckons you all forward with a loud voice equally projecting to match Vraxis. Well, come over here now. I've heard that you've already made your announcement of presence to those up north.
Their blood flows down the mountain, as will yours if you do not hear the words of Blade Speaker Theron.
With a cocked eyebrow, the humanoid looks towards you, Theron. I assume that Vraxis indicated you in that physically.
No, he did not.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, the humanoid will look over you, Vraxis, with a cocked eyebrow and say, "Am I not hearing your words as it is? Or is this blade speaker someone who speaks with more precision?"
I am the ruin he shall bestow upon you, should you fail to heed his will. I have little patience for his games, but he has bought your life with service, and so you get a chance to earn his protection.
Does Theron step forward at this?
I'm kind of hyping you up, bro. Time for a cool.
Yeah,
interest.
I think Theron will step forward at this.
The woman looks you over but does not immediately speak.
Theron will announce, "If you know what is best for you, you will submit. I'll have no choice but to subject you to this one." And he will look towards Vraxis.
So you
Praxis.
seek to dominate us, but you've come to our domain. And you have allowed yourself to be surrounded by the most base of our kin.
It did not save them the last time either.
Braxis said with great menace.
A series of crossbows are glinting off the last fading sunlight behind the woman over the arch.
Fuck, where do these guys come from?
That's the area I was asking if you could see them. And instead
No,
you
I
said
was
you could
on
see
the
a fucking bugbear.
I was on this cliff. What the fuck?
Yeah,
They pass through stealth checks, dude.
also yeah.
And you didn't roll a perception check.
Nobody did. So.
No, well, I, have
No, I wasn't
passive-
seeing anything anyway.
That's why passive perception exists, so the players don't have to constantly prompt about. But
Oh yeah, they
passive-
do. But your passive perception is 11, so
Okay. Yeah. That's a different story.
yeah.
You know what? Fair enough.
Got
It's
him.
not the best lookout.
Is Theron gonna have much of a comment to that one, or?
Yes, Theron will step forward, making himself a bit vulnerable for the purpose of his charade. And he will look to this humanoid near him and he will say, "We've made short work of your former brothers. I don't know what makes you think you would be excused from our future dealings, but perhaps you wish to give yourself the benefit of the doubt. I personally think that you would find yourself more suited to serving than rebelling."
Charming. This one.
Oh,
Not
fuck,
sure.
if he charms them, you're gonna be uncharmed.
Is that actually what he's doing? It doesn't
It's
look
yeah, I know. I don't think it is.
Charm person doesn't require concentration,
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, never mind. I lied.
but I also am not casting that.
Yeah, he's not casting that. I remain open-minded to the idea that we could serve better someone else's cause. Yet, unless you were to assist us with ours,
there would be little point in such a partnership. For what would you provide us that our natural environs would not do to manifold? And at this, she gestures somewhat wildly to the dirt, water, and rocks around her.
Theron will chuckle at this, as if he's been asked a question he has known the answer to all along. And then he will gesture to the same very thing, the environment in which they inhabit, and he will say, "Well, my dear, would you not like to inhabit something other than this damp, dark grotto in which you ambush the unsuspecting? Would you not wish to be part of a plot of something greater? Do you not wish to inhabit the halls of a castle, the garrisons of the rich, to wield the arms of kings?"
She groans a little bit at these examples, shaking her head in a negatory sense. No, what we look for is the removal of that which blockades nature's growth, impedes the natural order. If you were inclined to assist us in the destruction of Tark Northgate, then we could speak on a prolonged partnership. Theron, you'll know just from your knowledge of the region that what she is basically asking for you to do is to disrupt a very large trade point where a lot of trade does in fact pass through, which in and of itself probably jeopardizes things like Mintal's golem trade among the likes of it.
Recognizing the consequences of such a request, Theron will raise an eyebrow, and he will follow up with a question being, "So, let us say that me and my brethren would assist you with such a task. What is your guarantee that ourselves and those of our interest would be able to continue their work?"
If those wish to continue providing coin and goods, as well as their services to the faraway lands, wish to travel through the domain of nature, they need only pay it respect as they live off of it, foraging and hunting, but not in a way that disrupts our ecosystem. We only attack those who provoke the ire of nature.
Axis will step close to Theron and he will ask in a quieter tone for him.
You said there were great champions among the civilized. Champions that could be humbled. Maybe it's time to introduce a little anarchy. Plan.
Theron will glance towards the bandit, and he will say, "Allow me a moment to converse with my brother." And he will step back, and then whisper back to Vraxus, "Indeed, my brother, there are those who would be worthy of your blade, whose blood who would know no greater glory than to be spilled by a hand of yours. But these who stand before us," and he will glance out of the corner of his eye towards the bandit who is speaking, "they are but pawns before you. They are but target practice. As much as I would hate to say it, I fear it would even bring you shame to draw your blade." And then Theron will lean in and he will say, That is why you must fell them, even if it is with your bare hands.
Alright. At this, under his charmed influence, Vraxus's eyes go wide, and Theron's words reach deeper. Deeper than perhaps even he was expecting. And the feral look of the tomb takes grip. The terrible strength that sent the heavy sarcophagus flying against the wall, resurging. The frenzy as Vraxus spins on his heel towards the humanoid that's speaking and says,
The Blade Speaker says he has considered your words and finds them dubious. Prove yourself. Prove yourself powerful. Bring a champion to cement this in blood.
If Raxus takes another step forward, I would like to switch places with him.
Well,
Also, I feel like maybe Squelch and Vraxus have a bit of a connection, and Squelch can sense that Vraxus is going to feed. would that be I think that would be an interesting idea for them to be connected in that way.
I think it's
"Oh yeah, we showed
valid.
it to
I
him
think
for
it's
like 10,000 years,
valid.
bro."
Yeah, it's valid, and then on top of that, maybe it even sometimes inspires Squelch to be hungry.
Well, so I think I was gonna have Squelch say, Vraxus is going to feast. There will be much meat.
Perfect.
But I think only Selkor hears this.
Yeah, it depends on how loud you project, I guess.
Yes, I'm getting that sense. And he'll message to Theron and he'll say, you know, there is, and maybe it's perhaps better worded as was, a real chance to take them up on their offer, take the gate itself, and just keep it.
As you say this, Vraxus continues to yell.
Yeah.
Bring them forth now. Bring forth the champion to prove yourselves worthy of the Blade Speaker.
Well,
Vraxus is like a wild animal. There's froth
Yeah,
at this man.
of course, yeah.
Like, it went from 0 to 100 instantly.
So
Does Theron respond?
that's what I'm waiting for here. Theron's respond to the message of the option to take them up on their offer.
All right, say it one more time.
Selkor will message you saying, you know, there is, or maybe perhaps was, a very real chance to take the gate for ourselves and make them earn it back, and then you have a very real trade point that only you earn. But perhaps it is too late, as he physically gestures towards Vraxus, whether or not Theron can actually see it.
Theron will kind of glance to you over his shoulder and he will nod and say, You are so smart, my brother. And for that, I shall reward you with this.
Cast.
Is
He
he
will
going
cast- He's going
Oh.
to cast Charm Person on the furthest humanoid.
Oh,
They
the
pass
one,
at
one on the
DC
rock?
13. Yeah, the one on the rock.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What is my
party
doing?
Silvery Barbs.
Anyone have inspiration?
Silvery.
What is my party doing to me?
Well, hold on. They have to summon a champion now, so.
Yeah, do they take
I know
Vraxus?
they don't.
so
They don't have to
Vraxus-
do
They
that.
all
Vraxus
could
is
just
speaking
kill
with,
Vraxus.
with utter confidence here.
Just
And-
unleash
in
8
a
arrows.
frenzy.
They
Okay,
don't have
but
to
again,
do anything.
yeah, you
Seven-foot
see,
demon
vague.
man,
You guys
covered
are
in
going to
scars
see
and blood.
movement in the background. You
And-
know, all the archers that are waiting to loose their bolts and arrows. But a hand from the woman on the rock rises as if to signal to stop, and then she, with a great smirk upon her features, takes one step to the side, bangs her staff against the rock, and then leaps from it to the ground, scurrying off to the side. It seems as if the thug also knows what this means, for he steps his own way away, and the rock itself begins to thrash and reshape. Cracks and tiny chunks, though maybe not so tiny as they're the size of heads, start to fall apart and push themselves off from them, and as the rock begins to split open, revealing the beginnings of something organic, their champion is indeed presented. Who wants some?
Exasperated, Selkor will just throw his hands in the air, like almost like has no idea how this has even occurred. Like there was fairly like decent discussion happening. He's thrown his hands in the air. He says, "Oh, just make the squared circle then."
The squared circle.
Yeah, it's like a fighting
The
ring
giant-
that people fight.
Oh, I feel something big. What is that, Belgor?
Squelch will, Selkor will say, "Oh yes, Squelch. That is Vraxus's potential food, or maybe Vraxus is the food."
Oh,
We may have to charge.
I think he's dead.
Squelch, do be prepared. The time to come out of the bag and feel the air in your face as we run on the horse is fast approaching.
Well, what is Vraxus's reaction to seeing a giant?
Okay, the player knows that this is death. Praxis has no reason not to be excited.
Well, does Vraxus have the intelligence? I know the answer is no.
No, I've been charmed.
No.
and
Just listen. Does Vraxus have the intelligence to understand that he has to make the giant charge at him so Selkor can switch with the giant and make it run into the water?
Aha! The smart.
Okay, message that to Selkor, to Praxis.
No.
Okay, well, Praxis has an intelligence too, my friend.
Selkor will message you saying, "You have found yourself in an unfortunate situation."
Wait. Make Theron do it. Theron is intelligent. Theron can think tactically. Theron knows his brother, and Theron has charm. That's the way Vraxus would be able to do it.
There's like
Do
multi-layer
it.
negotiation for how
No,
I
yeah,
make my
no,
character.
legitimately,
How do I
no,
make
no,
my
no.
character not
Have
Tizzle?
Theron order
No, but
Vraxus via
Selkor-
message to grab the humanoid chick and run with her.
But
That will
Selkor-
make the giant chase.
Selkor doesn't
I
know
can-
you're charmed.
Yeah, that's true too.
Selkor just thinks you're Tism.
Yeah,
Elcor
and
knows.
that's true.
No.
Well, here's the thing. I think that
I
this
just
is
like
an
how
obvious
all of
enough idea
Chambler's
that Theron
characters-
would actually be able to come to his own conclusion.
I do enjoy
Hey,
that you could place any Shambler character here other than Nathaniel, and he would be in this exact situation.
Well,
No.
none of them understand
Jason wouldn't be
fear
in
for
this
some reason,
situation.
except for Nathaniel.
All right. Selkor will message you saying, "You have found yourself in an unfortunate situation. I am admittedly out of my depth here, but perhaps I can help you with this unfortunate situation, so it should need it."
I will also
luck.
point out, good luck is good. I'll point out that Selkor probably has never actually Misty switched or anything like that with a creature of this size, or anything even approaching.
Oh yeah. That's-
So
That's
Would
also
it even
a fair
work?
point.
Yeah. I think the closest you would have gotten is the larger side of medium, you know, like one of the Gagrami or something from the school.
Yeah, he can still do things, not necessarily with the giant, but he can.
Yeah,
he can
so-
swap with Vraxus.
I
and
just
swap
mean
with another
if
human,
you
yeah. No,
if
you're-
you were
you're
to
definitely
attempt it and then it didn't work, you might be up shit creek. It's like, oh my god, you spent my action, and then Vraxus
Yeah,
is a puddle.
yeah.
So
All right.
just throw that
I'm
out.
trying to avoid a party wipe.
Wouldn't be my fault.
really am.
Are you trying to
Yeah,
avoid
I
a
don't-
party?
Shambler is trying to avoid
Everything
a
you've
party wipe.
done, actually,
Praxis has been handed candy.
Yeah,
See,
you're right.
Aaron,
Shambler found the rock.
Aaron, let Three Crow. Your character is intelligent enough to make these kind of decisions, all right? You know that you have charmed this demon man. You know that the last thing they're expecting is for him, who's portrayed himself as pretty straightforward, to do a sudden 180 move. Okay? Some sort of surprise move. You have message. Or you can just shout.
I'm also
Tell Vraxis to do something.
I don't know if he wants you to.
I'm still waiting for this other humanoid to react to my silvery barbs.
Oh, what even is silvery barbs? You didn't put it in the chat, so I don't know how it works.
Well, clicking it doesn't do anything because Foundry is dumb, but he
Oh.
has to re-roll his saving throw.
Oh,
It's disadvantage, yeah.
okay, I didn't know that.
Shoulder-
That
shoulder-
might
shoulder
change
barb.
everything. Oh shit, it does.
So I just deducted a spell slot for that,
2 spell slots, yeah.
and seeing that the effect seems to have taken hold, Theron will look to him and he will say, "Your brother seems to believe that we are not worthy of your command. Perhaps I should prove him wrong."
Wait, so were you talking about the woman or the thug in front that's like guarding the woman?
Whoever's to the north.
Yeah, okay, that's the woman.
Yeah, the woman. That's the boss.
Everestus.
Yeah, Everest. That's good.
Jesus
Whoever is the
fucking
most
Christ,
gorgeous
who is that?
Nice one, dude.
Oh shit, he only now saw the giant.
way to be present.
Who
Yeah,
wants some, dude?
Get off of Legacy WoW, bro. Holy shit. Stop fucking grinding.
You didn't see the giant? Yeah, the giant was there the whole time.
Yeah, he's got fucking Legacy
Yeah,
WoW
it's-
up on his fucking screen. Of
That's-
course he didn't see the giant.
That's what we've been freaking out about. Is that
That's
Vraxis
what
is about
Vraxis
to
has been
attack
desperately
the
trying to
giant.
get you to metagame for.
Praxis asked you for a champion.
That was not
Asked
on
him
my
for a
screen
champion.
until like fucking 30 seconds ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't. Must have had a loading error. Got him. Well, the giant emerged from the rock after the woman answered the woman answered the Vraxis prayer of a champion. I guess canonically, what we would say then is that the charm person took into effect after the summoning of this dude, and so that's going to be an interesting thing to resolve. But this is an absolute banger cliffhanger, so that's what I say. So it's 5 past midnight, so we're gonna wrap. But that's now you guys know. There's either a flea like there was in session 2, or we're going into a real interesting fight in this next round.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we die for sure if we fight these guys. At least somebody dies.
I want everyone to understand, and this is how the game is. I've learned from the TPP mistakes. If you motherfuckers get yourself killed, me and Squelch and this horse are getting the ever fucking fuck out.
The
of here.
Everestus from the
The
north out of
Everestus
here.
From the north out of here.
That's
dude.
right.
All right, I am not dooming another
I mean,
party.
Squelch
weekend.
has already
I
decided
told you-
Vraxis is dead.
There's no
I
juggle to
told you
save you
to
now.
teleport. I told you to teleport the female humanoid on site so we can murder her. That would have stopped all this. No giant, no ambush, no nothing.
Rolling a
No,
perception.
we had to go
check.
talk to them.
Well, while you guys figure out who's to blame, I am gonna hit the stop recording button. GG boys.